Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. The Longhorns will put it away to start the game. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Florida State's offense will go on the attack first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open.
Turning it on! And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernier Squirrels. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense. And he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. And force the TFL.
Second down, he'll throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. So the Texas Longhorns offense will go to work for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Making side adjustments here. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it won't make the connection going for the big play. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll haul it in right around the logo. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Running back searching for a hole. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw...
Breaks into the open. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown Seminoles. They'll try to add another to their lead.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Texas offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Good timing on the quick out. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Lost to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Marsh. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football somewhere.
That's caught. It's Powell. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And the Longhorns will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. Got enough space. He was working his
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking first down, down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders playing the pass and getting upfield, getting to the QB. Awesome job.
Using the quick game. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll try it over the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Got a man. It's Dalton. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Off the play fake. Got his man quickly. Crosses to 40. Still on his feet at the 45. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Finds a man on the right.
Man, the tight ends are one of the most versatile guys in the field, and you see it right here. The play action, they're used to blocking, right? Now they slip right by the linebackers, slip to the second level, come open, the quarterback finds them in great rhythm.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. He'll try it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
How nice is it as a play caller on a critical 3rd down in a pretty obvious passing situation when you've got a guy like this that can just take off and go get you the first down, right? There's no panic. Nothing's open downfield. Great job in coverage, but that's not a problem because I just know it's like backyard football again growing up as a kid. He just takes off. He's a better athlete than anybody you've got, and he gets the first down.
The offense changing the play. to the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
Yeah, and it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes, such good recruiting in the state of Florida, and when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
Going to sling it on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Dalton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Trying to get the corner. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Pulls it in. It's Powell. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
So they're facing third and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Marsh. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Powell. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hacks to the football. They've got their hands full.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stop for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to throw again. Bringing the heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Got it behind the line. It's Marsh. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. He'll pull it down and run. He stopped just inches away from the first down, but boy, can he buy time and strike fear into the heart of a defense.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Takes the handoff. It's Powell. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the 1st down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. A run for the quarterback. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the field goal unit is on the field. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
And that tight end looking like a svelte wide receiver, laying out with all that athletic ability to still control your body, make the catch. Nice effort by the tight end.
Floats it out in space. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Off play action. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Longhorns didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Longhorns! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark of that offense. Awesome job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. That's reeled in. It's Dalton. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
And the Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. There he goes. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's marked. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. It's complete on the right side. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's caught.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And the Longhorns will try to pick it up on 4th down. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. On the move. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Powell. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Complete. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 32. Picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. Flying the friendly skies. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And the Noles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And listen, everything's four-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the first down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
Unloads to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. This offense has it with really good field position. Give to the single back. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The play-action fake. Dances away. He breaks a tackle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense, because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on third down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down.
Beck's going for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need one more yard. And they stopped him in the backfield on third down and short. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on fourth and goal. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
And man, that stings because this offense needed every single possession they had left. Now down by 2 possessions, and you're kicking the football off. That was a play that kind of just ended this one. This offense had to put points up, and instead they give up the big safety.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5?
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
As they come to the line on 2nd down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Got it, looking for the first down. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. After that flag, they spot the ball inside the 20. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. And the pass goes incomplete, working to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the